Hey everyone, so Tide's Changing here, and welcome to my first ever Let's Play. As you can probably tell from the title, this will be a Let's Play of World Adventures. I know it's a lot of people's least favorite expansion pack, but I actually really like it, and I feel like it adds a lot of interesting gameplay, and I really want to do a Let's Play of it because it's been a while since I played it. Like, I think it's been about 2 or 3 years since I did anything to do with, World Adventures. And I feel like there's a lot that I still haven't explored with it, and the main thing that I haven't really done with this expansion pack is really do anything with the 3 skills that came with it, which are, martial arts, nectar making, and photography. I did do the whole tomb exploring thing and getting to Visa level 3, but I completely neglected the skills. So that's something I intend to focus on in this Let's Play, as well as, exploring all the tombs. And with World Adventures, I prefer to visit a world with just one sim at a time. So I made 3 sims, and each of them will go to one of the worlds, and I'll alternate between them. So the first sim that we have here is named Roxie Linh, and she is the more serious sim of the group. She's always had an interest in learning martial arts, and has dreamt of visiting Shang Simla, which she now has the opportunity to do. And as you can see here, she also has a few tattoos. You can't really see the one on her back. It's actually of a big koi fish, but you'll see it when I show you some of her other outfits. But first I'm just going to show you her traits and her lifetime wish. So first I picked adventurous and brave, because I wanted her to be the bravest sim of the group. And I also gave her the disciplined trait, of course, since she will be learning a martial arts skill. And she's also neurotic, just because, I wanted to her to have a bit of a flaw, just to make things a little more interesting. So we'll see how that goes. And she's also unflirty, and that's just because I want her to be kind of an independent sim. Like, she doesn't really feel like she needs anyone. She just wants to do her own thing. And her lifetime wish is to be a martial arts master, which is to reach level 10 of the martial arts skill and obtain the Grand Master rank. So now I'm just going to show all of her outfits. So here we first have her everyday outfit, which isn't particularly exciting. The shirt, I believe, is just from the base game, and then I think the shorts are from late night, and then she just has some hiker boots on, just, she's going to be exploring. So I didn't want to give her sandals because, that wouldn't really be practical. So I'm just gonna spin her around here. I believe the dress is from the store, and here you can actually see the koi tattoo I was talking about, which is kind of hard to find a formal dress that covered that up and didn't look terrible. And here we have her nightwear, and as you can see, I also took off her makeup and made her hair down. Yeah. And here is her athletic, which is just from World Adventures. I guess it's the martial arts outfit. And here is her swimwear, which is this interesting piece. And lastly, this is her outerwear. And in case you couldn't tell, her favorite color is red. And next we're moving on to the second sim. The second sim is Eric Jones, and he has always wanted to learn the art of making fine nectar and wants to visit Champs Les Sims to learn from the best. In addition to nectar, he also likes the ladies, and hopes that he can impress women with his knowledge of nectar. And I think it'll be fun to play because I always make nice sims who have one boyfriend or girlfriend, and they never cheat, so it'll be interesting to see him walking around in France and having women running up to him and slapping in the face because, they found out he was cheating on them. And now I'm just going to show his traits, which I gave him the adventurous trait also, as well as commitment issues. And Green Thumb, which there wasn't really a trait directly related to the nectar skill like there is for martial arts and photography, but I thought that this would help since you have to grow grapes for it. And he also has the irresistible trait, of course, and he is a bit of a snob. And his lifetime wish is to have the bottomless nectar cellar, which is have a current collection of nectar bottles worth 10,000 simoleons and have at least 50 bottles of nectar in your nectar cellar. And I'm just going to quickly go over his clothing now. So here we have his everyday outfit, which is pretty much from Diesel stuff. I thought the stuff from that stuff pack kind of fitted his personality. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna spin around here really quick. His formal wear is just a simple suit from the base game, nothing too fancy. And once again, his sleepwear isn't anything fancy either. And here we have his athletic wear. I think the pants are from Island Paradise and the shirt is from Town Life Stuff. Here is his swimwear, which is from Island Paradise. And here's his outerwear, which isn't anything exciting. So here we have our last sim, whose name is Millie McKay, and she is the shyest out of the bunch and has never really had a real relationship because of her extreme shyness. She's an avid photographer and wants to go to Al Samhara to hone the skill and hopes that doing something as crazy as exploring a foreign land on her own will get her out of her shell. She also has always had a bit of a crush on Eric, but of course is too afraid to say anything about it, and she hopes that he will eventually grow out of his womanizing ways, but that normally doesn't happen. And now I'm just going to show her traits and her lifetime wish. So her first trait is a coward. I thought that it would be interesting to have a coward sim explore tombs. She'll probably faint a lot. We'll see how that goes. That should be interesting. She's also good. You know, she's a really nice person. She's a hopeless romantic. She, of course, has a photographer's eye trait and is very shy. And her lifetime wish is to have a world-class gallery, which is to have a current collection of photographs worth at least 25,000 simoleons, and have at least 10 photographs from each location placed on your lot, which means that she'll probably have to make one trip to China and France with Roxie and Eric. And now I'm just going to show her clothing. So here's her everyday outfit. The shirt is from World Adventures and the pants are from Town Life, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure on that. Here's her formal wear. I want to give her something more conservative, and I think this dress is from the store. And here is her sleepwear, which isn't anything too exciting. And here is her athletic wear, which, once again, nothing too exciting. And here we have her swimwear, which of course is on the more conservative side. And here's her outerwear, which I actually think is really cute. I think it's from Town Life Stuff. So now that I've introduced you to the 3 sims that we will be playing with, I will meet you once we are in the world that we will be doing this LP in. So as you can see here, we will be doing this LP in Monta Vista. And that's because since it's an Italian theme, I think it fits in with the whole world exploring thing, and also I got it from the store a little while ago and I never really played it. So I'm just going to pick a house here and I will decorate it myself. Okay, so I previewed a few lots and I think I'm going to go with this one here, and I'm going to buy it unfurnished so that I can do the furnishing myself. So while this is loading, I actually forgot to kind of mention their story together. So these 3 met in college, you know, they were dorm mates and they became unlikely friends, and they all agreed that something they would do once they were out of college was travel the world. So they decided to live together after graduating college to make sure that they all, you know, kept up on that and actually did explore the world. So it's pretty simple, but that was, you know, my background story for how these 3 knew each other. Huh, it's actually not raining. I don't know why. Usually when I first go into a world, for some reason it always pours rain, but for some reason it's not here. Maybe that's a good omen for this Let's Play. So I'm gonna decorate this house, and we have a $7,000 budget, so probably I'll spend most of the money that we have decorating it, and I won't really have anything left to travel, so I'll have to get them jobs. But I'm gonna decorate it, and I'm actually going to speed it up a bit and do a post commentary on it so it doesn't take up so much time, because I still do want to show myself doing the decorating. Alright, so here we are with the decorating. I actually sped it up 5 times instead of, you know, 3 times like I do in my Let's Builds, just because I wanted this to go by a little bit quicker. So the first thing that I did was I just replaced some of the tile in there with the wood floor, and here I'm changing the colors of the cabinets just to make them look a little bit nicer, and replacing that bathroom looking sink with a actual kitchen sink, and then I made the appliances black to make them look a little more modern. And here I would just wanted to change the walls a bit since I didn't want them to be just that plain white, so I was trying to add a little bit of color in there. And this isn't really my best decorating just because I don't want to use any cheats with this LP. So, you know, we're kind of, as I said before, we're on a 7,000 simoleon budget, so there wasn't really a whole lot I can do. But there I just put some tiles in and made them match the color of the tiles on the floor. And here I am changing the wallpaper in the main room, trying to make it look a little bit better. So I used the polka dot pattern that I used in the apartment from Let's Build an Apartment. And I just put the cheapest TV they could get, as well as one of the cheapest couches. And at first I wanted to make it look like it was black leather, just to make the cheap couch look a little bit fancier than it is. Like, I was trying to get cheap furniture and try to make it look nice, and I ended up just making that white color, and I put in a nice little rug in front of the TV there and made that green. And here I'm putting in a matching chair. And they of course need a dining room table to, you know, sit down and eat at, so that's just what I'm putting in here. And I used, once again, one of the cheapest. Like, all the furnishing in here is just about the cheapest that you can get. And upstairs, the reason why I chose this house is that it was the only one of the ones that they could afford that was actually big enough to make into a 2-bedroom house. So here I'm just putting the 2 bedrooms. One of them is a little bit bigger than the other, and that's the one that Millie and Roxie will have, and then Eric will have the smaller one to himself. So here I'm just changing around the walls to, once again, make it look a little bit better. So I just made the walls blue, and here I'm putting in the cheapest double bed that they have in the game, and making it this stripe pattern, and then making the wall color match that. And now I'm moving on to what will be Roxie and Millie's bedroom, just making the walls green, and that will be Millie's bed. And I gave it a more fun pattern, as you can see, and then this one over here that I'm doing now will be Roxie's bed. And I just can't kind of give that a more boring plaid pattern, since, you know, Roxie's a little more serious. And I just put in a dresser there and a rug in between the 2 beds to add some decoration. I couldn't really afford much decoration, but I didn't want to leave the house completely barren. And here I'm just putting in a rug into Eric's bedroom and, you know, moving that around, and putting in the same dresser and mirror, you know, from Roxie and Millie's bedroom. And going back downstairs, I wanted to add that little decoration there that's from the store, from the Mediterranean kitchen set, I think. And here I'm just putting a plant over in that corner. I wanted to buy pretty much all the furniture I needed first, and then do the decorations. And there I sold that bathtub, since that was actually a pretty expensive bathtub, so I sold it and put in a much cheaper shower, which gave him a bit of money. And there I'm putting in that little shelfie thing from the store. And I think that's about all the decorating I did. Alright, so now we are back with the live commentary. So I'm not sure, we have about 2,000 simoleons left, and I'm not exactly sure if that's enough for them to be able to go on a trip. I think it is, since they can just go on 3 days, but I'll probably need to get them jobs in order to be able to afford the next trip. I'm actually going to check to see how much a trip costs. I can't remember. It's been a really long time. So I think it's in here. Yeah. Alright, so it costs $1,300 for Shang Simla, $1,600 for Al-Samhara, and $1,900 for France. So I think I'm actually going to need to get them a little bit of money first, just so they don't completely run out of money. Like, probably just, if all 3 of them work for a day, that might be enough. I don't know. But the last thing that I do in this episode is just going to be to get them jobs. And I'm not really going to do a whole lot of actual gameplay in this episode, and that's because I wanted this to be more of an introduction. So I think for Roxie, I'm going to have her join the athletic career, which I guess is kind of the closest to being related to the martial arts skill. If I can find where it is. Oh, alright, I finally found it. It's over here. Doesn't really look like a normal stadium. So I'm just going to have her join the professional sports career. And I'm going to have him do politics, since he seems like the charismatic type. So, okay, there's City Hall. have him join the political career, and for her, I don't know, I'm just gonna have her join business. I mean, they just need this to get money, so it doesn't really matter. Or actually, maybe journalism, since I guess there's some photography involved with that. But I think I'm pretty much going to... Okay. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I think I'm going to end this here. And from time to time, I do want to ask questions at the end of the videos, you know, like as to what I should do in the next one. And for this episode, my question is, who do you guys want to see travel first? You want to see Roxie go to China, Eric go to France, or Millie go to Egypt? Let me know in the comments below who you want to travel first, and whoever the most people want to travel with will be the first person we send off to a foreign land in the next episode. So I hope you guys like this, I guess, introduction to the Let's Play. You know, hopefully you guys want to see more. Well, thanks for watching this, and bye.